Good evening, everybody. This is Model Railroad Addict coming to you here with layout update number 9. Today is Tuesday, February the 25th of 2014. It has been a long time since I've posted a video, actually since I think the middle of November. I've made quite a few changes to the layout. One major layout change I've done is I've moved it from the room that it was in into the room I was originally going to put it in at the house here, and I've decided to only run the one scale, and that is in scale. I haven't decided to change scales. It's still in scale. For you guys that are like, oh god, he changed scales again. No, it's in scale. Y'all decided that's what you wanted to see me run. I'm going to hold to that. I'm looking forward to doing it. I just, common sense wise, the room that I was originally doing the layout in, here in this room I'm standing in now, I know some of you can look behind me and notice there's no bench work up in this room anymore. It has been disassembled, and it is in the process of being reassembled and built into the 10.5 by 10.5 room I was originally going to put the layout in. And the whole reason behind that is I didn't want to go overboard on the layout. It's only going to be me operating it. I don't really have anybody that I hang out with or come over and visit that run trains. I do have two buddies that run trains. One runs O gauge exclusively, and the other one runs HO scale. They both kind of nibble into N scale, but I don't see them that very much at all. One guy lives a couple towns away, and the other guy works opposite shift I work, so we don't see each other unless we're at work. So that's not going to work running trains. So I've decided to scale down the size of the layout. I've moved it out of this room and have moved it into another room. I've tried to make videos of me tearing it all down and reassembling it and keeping you up to date on it, but I've had a lot of issues with the Windows Live Movie Maker and recording the video either on my Sony high-def camera or my iPhone 5S I had at one point. I was having a lot of problems whenever I transferred the video off of the camera or the phone. I was getting a lot of lag in the video, and I was getting the video not in sync with the audio. I tried several times, more than I should probably even go into but I was never able to correct this problem. I don't know if it's maybe just an older laptop, what's going on, but it just, I'd like to have better videos with intros and stuff instead of just shooting it here on my phone. I'm actually holding it up with a mirror behind it so I can see me in the middle of the phone, so you can actually see me for the first time. But I just have a lot of problems with it. So until then, my 5S, my iPhone actually crashed on me a month and a half after I had it. I no longer have that phone. I've got a Galaxy Note now, and I'm actually thinking about, well, I never even thought about that. Check the Android market or the Play Store and see if there's editing software in there I can maybe download and use it that way. I may have to look into that. But in the meantime, I'm going to just have to use my phone here and keep you guys up to speed on what I'm doing, progress, and just having a video. So with that all said, I'm going to go ahead and I will show you the room the layout used to be in and the room that the layout is now being constructed in. Alright, so here we go. This is where the layout used to be. If you remember, it went across this back wall, up to here, had a duck under right here, came out, big 4x8 section right here, and it came out right here, went around this wall, around here, and then back around. There was an open area in this here, and an open area back here, and where I'm standing. That was going to be an extremely large layout for a single person to operate. It was going to take me a long time to get it up and running, and I just didn't want to go through the hassle of being over here in this area and having a problem up here and have to duck under here, fly through here, duck under here to get up into this area, probably banging my head on the bench work and just not enjoying life because I'm making too large of a layout for what I need to run. So what I've decided to do is I tore all this down, obviously, and I have moved it back into the room I was originally going to put the layout in to begin with, and that is in here. This room is 10.5 by 10.5. I'm going to run around the room. As you can see, I've already got several. Actually, all of the bench work is up, except for the tabletops. This is, as you can see, this is just on here, delayed up here to give me something to sit on. This piece is in permanent, and this piece is in permanent. I've got to get a section here, a section for here, and I've got the section that comes out about here, and then if under here, this is going to get cut off, and that will be the tabletops. And then right here, I'm going to have an angled duck under. That's going to be about 10 to 12 inches wide, and it's actually going to be a bridge scene. I'm going to get a couple of the double track truss bridge and put across here with like a river scene, or it's like crossing over like a large river, like you might see in some bigger cities where the trains will cross over top of a larger river and stuff, and I'm going to put that there. Back in here will be the engine facility. It will be actually, I'll just start right here in this corner. It'll be a double main that'll come around, cross over onto this back here. It'll go around the back of the room here, around through here, back around to where I started. And then somewhere in here, and then in here, and then in here, I will end up having a some industries of some sort, and other things. I'll probably have a town area here and in here just to have some life, and I'll probably, you know, have roads and cars and stuff around the industries. And that's what my plans are going to be now for the N-Scale layout. It's going to be much easier for me to manage. I can manage it from the center of the room. I can access the entire layout within a second if I need to, and I won't have to worry about ducking under yet but this one section right here. And it'll look a little better once I get the wood and everything all sectioned up and start to get the duck under in place. But that's what I'm going to do with the N-Scale now. I have no idea what industries I'm going to run. I do know it's going to be modern day, all modern day stuff. It's not going to be anything back eras, any older era. It'll all be what you see on the rails today. As for what I'm going to run, I'm probably, since it's N-Scale, I'll probably change it up. I'll probably get a little bit of everything. You'll probably see, like, one day I'll have CSX all out on the layout. One day I'll have Norfolk Southern. One day I'll have Union Pacific. And then I'll have BNSF. I like all four railroads. So with N-Scale, it's easier to store. I actually watched a video the other day. NS Modeler. Oh, man, I forget his name. But he does N-Scale. Does weekly videos, and he had his last video was a 5-tip video thing on there, and he showed how to store how he stores his N-Scale stuff. And I've actually done some of that. I've actually got a shoebox started right there with some N-Scale. This just has a little bit of my cars and stuff in it right here. A little, just, yeah, the controller. It's stored in there, and I've got 2 or 3 other shoeboxes full of it. I got some 2 pieces of flex and some cork here, and I got some Pico turnouts on order. Another gentleman that is on YouTube, BNSF 6951, I believe is it. His name's Vinny. He's been a big help. I have spoken with him on the phone and thrown back emails, although it's been several months since I've spoken with him, but he's helped me out a lot on what track to run, turnouts to run, what manufacturers to lean towards, what ones to kind of put back in the not lean towards. And he was actually a big help on me there a few months ago when I was building the layout out in the other room. But I actually purchased an engine off of him, which is in this box right here, and I haven't been able to really run it because my layout's been down. But I actually purchased this engine off of him, and it's a DCC equipped, very smooth running engine. And but as you can see, I'm not going to be able to run it because I have no track down, but that'll all come in due time. But that's where I'm at. I've obviously got some work to do in here. There's some drywall up in here. I've got some train pictures up. And one major thing I see now shooting this video is lighting, which I knew that was going to be an issue. I've only got the one can light up there. I'm either going to put 4 or 5 more can lights up in here over top of the layout, or I may just go get the fluorescent, like, shop lights to hang up in here to light the room. To power the layout, I do have that set up. It's on this switch right here. And then I'm going to get the NCE power cab to hook in right there, and then that'll run my layout. I can turn the power on and off right there. I got a couple of boxes here. You know, these just with some of my stuff that's in it. And again, it was watching the 5-tip thing. I keep all my wire in there, extra wire down in there, cleaning things. There's some styrene. You know, I go over here. This one, there's electrical tape in there. More wire. Oh, that's my O-gauge stuff. Never mind. But keep it all organized and neat. I'm working on doing the boxes down there. That's kind of a mess right now because, as I said earlier in the video, I'm only going to run one scale. It's going to be in scale. So all of my HO and my O-gauge is going by the wayside. I'm selling it all. I've actually got a couple items on eBay right now. These two Indiana Railroad locomotives right now are on eBay. That one right there is the SD40-2. It is number 4002. It's on eBay right now. It's on a buy it now auction, and it is DCC ready. No decoder in it. This one right here is the 4001. It is DCC equipped with a T1A TCS decoder and programmed to the cab number. Both these engines are phenomenal runners, extremely quiet. All the lights work front and rear on them, and they're hard to come by. I'm kind of leery on getting rid of them because they are very difficult to come by. In fact, these are the only two on eBay right now that are for sale. And but you know, I'm not going to run HO, so they're not going to be doing any good at all. And then I've got these two cars are on there as an auction. I believe there's 3 days left on them. They're both Rail Kings. They're out of a ready-to-run set. I think it's the only way you can get them is in the set, but it's a Norfolk Southern tank car and Norfolk Southern offset steel caboose. Both cars are in awesome shape and stuff, but those are the 2 items I currently have on eBay. I'm going to be listing this Atlas True Track with all the rail joiners right there to set it up and run. I'm going to be eventually listing like the O-gauge, the switches, some track. I got some rolling or vehicles and O-gauge I'm going to be throwing up there. Yeah, that's a workstation styrofoam thing. There's some Code 83 Flex Track back here I'm going to be throwing up. I've got some HO scale cars here I'm about ready to take some pictures of to start putting them up on eBay. I've got some figures, people right there, some more rail joiners and stuff like that. And it's all going to go up on eBay. I've got HO scale cars down here to put up there. It's all going to go on eBay. I'm not going to sell it off eBay. So please don't anybody, comment or send me things, say, hey, I'd be willing to buy all this right now off of you. It's just easier for me to throw it up on eBay, let people bid on it, or put the price I want for on it with a buy it now, and sell it that way. That way they can pay me securely through PayPal. And I know I'll get assessed fees and everything. I'm good with that. I just want it to be a safe and easy transaction for me, the seller, and whoever the buyer is. I want it to be a safe and easy, secure way to purchase this for the buyer and for me as a seller to sell it. I do have some O-gauge cars down here also. Pretty much one Lionel, some MTH Premier. I believe there's a Heritage tanker car down there for Union Pacific. But I'm going to be selling all that. That's why all the boxes down here are all a mess. Because as I sell them, I get a box out, put it in a box, and take it to the post office, mail it out to the gentleman or female or male who purchased it. So that's what I'm going to do. I will be getting, like I say, these 4 items right here, the 2 engines and the 2 rolling stock cars. They are currently on eBay right now. If you want to find them, I don't know if I'll be able to put a link into the description on this because I'm going to be uploading this on my phone. So, but my eBay user ID is 92Firehawk. That's 92 Firehawk. And basically, it's basically the car from 1992 Firehawk, the first year of the Pontiac Firehawk. Big Pontiac fan, 4th generation Trans Ams, Firebirds. Obviously, if you're a Trans Am fanatic, the Firehawk is the cream of the crop. And that's where my user ID for eBay came from. It is 92 Firehawk. Just go ahead and search it. Or you can just type in Indiana Railroad right now or INRD and search it, and those engines will pop up on there. Like I say, they're the only 2 on eBay right now as of making this video. they'll pop up. You can search my other items, and then I'll be, over the next week and a half to 2 weeks, I'll be getting some of the other stuff up here put on eBay to sell. So, thought I'd get the video put up here. I wish I could shoot it a little bit more better looking, edit it out, put some intros and some ending credits and some opening credits and stuff on it, and make it look really nice and kind of professional looking. But I like I say earlier in the video, where I was having all the issues with transferring to the computer, and the audio is not in sync with the video, and then it lags a lot, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing there. But until then, I can use my Galaxy Note here, and shoot the videos and keep you guys updated of where I'm at. Videos went a little bit longer than I anticipated, which seems to always happen with me. But at least you know I'm not dead. I'm not out of the hobby. I'm just was having some video issue problems on getting the videos up to you guys. So until this weekend, if I get some work done on this, bench work and everything done, I'll go ahead and shoot another update and show the tabletop's finished, and hopefully I get it all painted and some lines start going on and stuff. So I might get another video up Saturday or Sunday night. So in the meantime, y'all just keep good, and I will talk to you later. This is Model Railroad Addict signing off.